Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd.
I shall not
want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters.
He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's
sake. Yea,
though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good day to you guys. It's your brother Bolo V&R. We're on Bolo V&R Clips and Bolo V&R 2.0. And I'm in this space again. I want to implore you guys to smash the like button. If you're watching the live or you're watching the replay of the live especially, just touch up the like button for me, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm just chilling now. There's a couple things I'm come across on TikTok that I'm not TikTok, Twitter, and also TikTok as well that I really wanted to come on here and just all a light discussion on, because check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out.
I'm at the University of West Indies Hospital with a family member. We were at Andrew's Memorial from 8 o'clock in the morning, and then we get a referral to the UWI. We came here about 8 p.m. last night, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and we haven't seen a specialist doctor.
Wow.
Right now, I'm seeing the system crumble in real times.
Wow.
In front of my eyes. It's not about a long wait. It's a breakdown in leadership. The Auditor General report showed millions missing up here. Now we see exactly where the money didn't go. It didn't go to patients, it didn't go to staff, it didn't go to beds. Right now the system is broken. The healthcare system in Jamaica needs to be fixed. We can't live like this in a civilized time.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just a cool reality check, right? Christopher Tufton, if you think that we have forgotten that we are not still calling for your resignation and Andrew Winnie's resignation, you make a sad mistake, because what you have allowed to happen under your ministry is nothing more. Is no light situation. People's lives are being affected. And then recently, Christopher Tufton now, according to a clip that I saw on TVJ, Christopher Tufton, I tell the people them say them supposed to, start take care of themselves and stop eat junk food and all of this. Then all comes on a campaign with KFC, and I give a KFC. Me confused. I'm literally confused, but this is the way how this government works. There is a bunch of confusion. You understand what I say? One ball of confusion, ladies and gentlemen. Where the clip there with him? I thought about say the people them fi stop eat junk food. I wait there. Developer Fishers and Russia outdoor government address, blah blah blah. Mellow vibes, Jamaica. We need them clip there. Make me. And this we need to address this too, cause Andrew, you are something else. Where is that clip of Christopher Tufton, Father God? Where is it? Ah, here it is. Yes, man. See it here? See it here? Listen to this.
Is restricting fast food in Jamaica's future? Well, this evening, the Health Ministry and other experts weigh in on the way forward. Here's MAGNITSKY Robinson with the conclusion of Bite Now, Pay Later.
Bite now, pay later, yeah.
Are we building economic convenience or a future health crisis? Health officials say Jamaica must consider this question for every new franchise. Dialysis alone costs hundreds of thousands per patient annually. But when added to lost productivity, sick days, and long-term complications, the franchise boom may be fueling health costs the country can't afford.
So say, for instance, if you are getting sick more often, then you eventually take more sick days, which means less time at work, which means less productivity for you as an individual, less productivity at work, which would then lead to less productivity for the company and the country overall.
The Ministry of Health tells the TVJ News that non-communicable diseases are projected to cost Jamaica approximately $17.2 billion in lost productivity over the next 15 years.
Hey, man, me tell you something. Them not care about the people them life, you know. Them care about the money where them a lose because the people them can't work. I just want to put that out there. They don't care about the people's lives. That just understand the context of this what they must say right there, so. Them no business about on a life. You hear what I said? But the truth is the truth though. The fast food them terrible. And them might get worse. But I am questioning why them when I give a KFC chicken to the people them in a them campaign as a JLP. Why is Andrew one is pushing KFC? In a St. Elizabeth when it's Stormlick, the only store stand up in a KFC. Now a new KFC where them build down there. And Andrew open up. Well not open up, in the ceremony or something like that, I believe. You remember? I mean if you find a clip there too. This is unbelievable. These guys are unbelievable, man.
Important that we link human capital development to health and healthy living, which is why we have to do programs at the very onset of pre-birth, the expectant mother, and how she treats with herself.
For prevention, the ministry has been pushing the school nutrition.
So, Mr. Market me, Mr. Ben Spunani. So you business about people health, when you have in a phone health sector, may take a procured $31 million drill. You business about people health? You don't want to know business about people health. Me tell you say you are the Bill Gates of Jamaica, you know? You are the Bill Gates of Jamaica. Christopher Tufton. I have dubbed Christopher Tufton the Bill Gates of Jamaica. I'm not business about nobody else, bro.
Policy, which establishes food standards in schools and...
By the way, now them say them a carry robot come to Jamaica for work. Now them say them a carry robot. Hey, me tell you say them people are full of SHIT, you know. Yo, man, tell you say, yo, tell you,
this is exposure to unhealthy diets. However, while the policy awaits implementation, a concerning trend that has been noted in recent years is where fast food restaurants have replaced the typical cook shop canteen setup in some schools.
That policy.
Oh, yeah, Andrew only start about the corner shop them in a ghetto, in a pandemic and I burn them out. I want to burn them out. I want to tell people, see, this are people that catch C19. You know, forgot? You know, forgot? The small business, what your government doing to support small business? We are cook good food with a good seasoning them. You see development as building up fast food restaurants all over the country. Now what the man them bus ribbon and a talk about oh KFC reach one place a KFC never there. And now now burn out fast food. Brother, I want to make up in the mind, brother, and stop calling. At least now confusion, you know, say God now we do you know, because anyway, confusion, the God now part of it, you know. I definitely want to work with it, you know. I never see them sitting here yet, brother.
No, almost a reality. Cabinet has signed off on the approach. What we need to do now is to develop the programs in the schools to support healthy eating. What that will mean for providers of
you know, say, remember when the PMP they come with their manifesto. This come like a man and TV PMP them idea. Who remember when the PMP come with their manifesto and the manifesto was to promote the farmer them, right? Give students a hot meal every day, right? And make sure those hot meals were cooked meals, using the good food from the farmer them so they can get a nutritious meal. Who remember that? Who remembers? Anybody? Wow, man. I'm talking about you cannot make this up. You can't make this up.
For students in
No,
schools
sir.
on compound is that they will have to adjust their menu.
As for the returns on life,
studies like the Parker NCD investment case shows that the return on investment is estimated at about 77.1 billion Jamaican dollars between 2017 to 2032. About 5,700 lives being saved.
Well, make sure you say I was sitting for you, Nikki.
67,000 healthy life
Yeah,
years.
no
I met
matter.
with the minister again, and he admits
Thank you.
that fast food means big bucks for the economy. But when asked if Jamaica's heartburns could be soothed by restricting certain types of food in the free market model, he gave this response.
Right. I'm always cautious about depriving persons of choice. I'd rather say to the industry and to those that are seeking to establish the aspects of the industry here that they should see their role not just as getting consumers to buy into what they're offering, but also demonstrating good corporate social responsibility and giving consumers choices that includes a healthy option or a healthier option.
Mr. Mortley believes there are more gains from the fast food industry locally, but he agrees that there is need for a middle ground.
What kind of standards is government going to impose on these companies to say, can you make your products healthier? Can you...
Hey, let me tell you something. You see what them I talk about? Jamaica always backward. Jamaica always 10 steps behind from the global world. You see in Europe, certain products banning. Period. Them not use them. When you go check Russia, Russia not play. Check UK not play. Right? Them ban the thing them will kill off them people. Jamaica is saying, well, you know, it give it good money. So them confuse themselves, you know. Them, we are talking so confused. Because them have the power as the government for put the sanctions in, for make what is coming into the country and what is sold to the people them healthier. But them refuse to do it. The love of money. What it profit a man to gain the world? Not only lose his whole soul, but lose one limb. Right? And lose in better way of life. And quality of life. What it profit a man? Them not something you say, no?
But he agrees that there is need for a middle ground.
What kind of standards is government going to impose on these companies to say, can you make your products healthier? Can you provide less sweet drinks? Can you reduce the salt? Can you reduce the salt content in the formulas? Can you reduce, let's say, the amount of added salt you add on fries, for example?
Not do it.
How can you make what you are providing healthy?
In a country where
They're not
NCDs
doing
already
it.
claim thousands of lives each year, the price of convenience may be more than Jamaica has bargained for. 2 buildings, 2 choices. One offers convenience, and the other treats the consequences tomorrow. MAGNITSKY Robinson for TVJ News.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. Yo, let me make sure I tag this in my evidence file, because this interview I was fire. Them not ready, Jamaica. Them not ready. Make we hear Andrea say so.
An excessive bureaucracy. That's how Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has described the state of the public procurement system in Jamaica. He argues that the government could have done much more if the system was not so complicated. His comment comes...
You know, thing when we notice with Andrew and in government, they never take responsibility for them action. They have a problem following the rules, so they make new rules. No, bureaucracy are the problem. A bureaucracy him a blame for the lack of procurement procedures by his government. Mighty God.
After Government Minister Darryl Vaz was accused of breaching the law
Matthew, big up.
by Starlink devices after Hurricane Melissa.
The challenge that Jamaica faces is something called...
So I just come out and defend Darryl Vaz? What a wicked man.
excessive bureaucracy.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness on the state of the public bureaucracy in Jamaica. He pointed out that bureaucracy is a good thing because there's a process to administer and deliver outcomes. In this case, he's talking about ministries, departments, and agencies of government that deliver services.
The problem with our bureaucracy is that it is complicated, meaning that things don't happen in parallel, simultaneously. They happen sequentially. So one before you can move on to the other.
What kind of nonsense is somebody I chat say? Jesus have mercy, Father God. I can't even eat my food in peace. I'm making chat.
They're not outcome sensitive. So it doesn't matter if there was a hurricane and people had to procure telecommunications and other critical things to make sure that we can get to people who are stranded. That is not a matter for the public bureaucracy. That is of no moment, no concern. So we need the bureaucracy to be sensitive to outcomes and context.
On Tuesday, Telecommunications Minister Darrell Vaz rejected the Auditor General's report, which stated that he breached procurement rules to buy Starlink devices after Hurricane Melissa. Vaz initiated the purchase of over 200 devices for over $12 million and later told ODPEM to pay for them. However, only the accountable officer or head of entity is legally empowered to initiate the procurement. Vaz said he would do it again to ensure people were connected after the hurricane. But back to the Prime Minister.
We must reform the bureaucracy. Now, the government may look like we're doing well, because almost every week for the last 5 years, I am handing over something, cutting a ribbon on something, announcing something. We could be doing 10 times more.
Dr. Holness says institutional reforms and cultural change are critical to growing the economy. Likewise, the quality of service and productivity levels also need improvement. The Prime Minister was addressing the official handing over of the Essex Valley Agro-Processing Facility and Administrative Building in St. Elizabeth.
An excessive bureaucracy. That's how Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has described the state of the public procurement system in Jamaica. He argues that the government could have done much more if the system was not so complicated. His comment comes days after Government Minister Darrell Vaz was accused of breaching the law to buy Starlink devices after Hurricane Melissa.
The challenge that Jamaica faces is something called excessive bureaucracy.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness on the state of the public bureaucracy in Jamaica. He pointed out that bureaucracy is a good thing because there's a process to administer and deliver outcomes. In this case, he's talking about ministries, departments, and agencies of government that deliver services.
The problem with our bureaucracy is that it is complicated, meaning that things don't happen in parallel, simultaneously. They happen sequentially. So one before you can move on to the other. They're not outcome sensitive. So it doesn't matter if there was a hurricane and people had to procure telecommunications and other critical things to make sure that we can get to people who are stranded. That is not a matter for the public bureaucracy.
Andrew, shit your chat. Rubbish. When you go to one store, you can't take up the people in blouse and skirt goods and walk through the door and don't pay feet. And that you know I do. You know, take up people things and then I procure them. But you know easy. Only for walk out of people's store. Right? Only for walk out of people in store with the people in goods. And don't pay them. So you don't like rules, you don't like bureaucracy. Right? You talk about simultaneously. You can't simultaneously walk out of a store and pay the people them same time. You have to stop and pay them. Things have to happen sequentially for there to be checks and balances. Your problem with your government is that you don't want the checks and balances. You don't want to run rogue and tell us say you spend this when you never spend that. And we must trust you. Without any checks and balances. And the worst Prime Minister, this man is literally in front. I don't know if the people where I listen to him are here when me are here. The man say, yo, low we make with thief. Velma, how you doing? He's telling us, allow us to steal. We don't have to do any procurement. We just gonna get the goods them, right? And then we are gonna go back and then deal with procurement afterwards. No go so. When they go to the court, there is procedure. And there's a reason for the procedure. When there's a crime scene, you have procedure. And there's a reason for procedure. You cannot walk up and down in a crime scene and step in at the blood of the person, move the body, and then start take picture and put markers. You have to put the markers them without troubling the crime scene for maintain the integrity of the crime scene. That's why the procurement rules are there and the bureaucracy is there. So them can't muddy up the crime scene, ladies and gentlemen. But them want to muddy up the crime scene. You can't believe the man come out and defend Daryl Vaz. And the style. And I put the Auditor General under the bus at the same time. And putting down the rules set in place to protect us, the citizens of Jamaica, because it's our tax dollars that are being spent. What kind of leader is this? Jamaica wanna really not see this man for who he is? The man is quietly saying the loud part, right? He must say the quiet part out loud. Leave us to steal. And then Daryl Vaz are gonna tell us that him gonna do it the same way. Although him broke the law and him broke the rules and him violate the law, him would do it the same way. People, I want to remind you guys, you know. I want to remind you guys again. Where's that clip? Remember this? Who remember this? This is the same Prime Minister.
You don't feel comfortable?
Yes.
Sitting in Parliament?
Yes.
With a Minister of Govt?
Yes.
Was openly accepting responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act.
So, Andrew, away Daryl Vaz do ya so? What did Daryl Vaz do here? Daryl Vaz sought to justify his actions because it meant that Daryl Vaz sought to justify his actions because to him, and based on what he's saying, we don't know how true it is, that it meant people getting connectivity, right? And I don't understand the argument that they're making. Didn't you guys have 700 of these items already? So what was the lack that you had to fill with 200 more? That needs to be explained and it needs to be verified, right? Because we don't believe you. Let me go to my TikTok. I'll find the audio when they must say what they must say. Zine, these guys take us for fools. And me can't, the man them upset me, brother. Me can't deal, the man them are the worst thing, you know?
There was no breaches of the procurement guidelines, and the documentation that I have released shows that clearly. And secondly, if it is that my timely, effective action as Minister of Telecommunications and co-chair of the Cabinet Subcommittee for the Melissa recovery was beneficial by getting help to those affected persons, whether saving a life, getting food to them, whatever it is, I make no apology whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I go further. In circumstances such as these, if I had to do it again, I would do it again. In response to the opposition statement, I simply say to Philip Powell, the leader of the opposition, all members of parliament in the affected areas, both opposition and government, plus mayors and councillors on both sides were recipients of Starlink to allow them to be able to better communicate with the responding agencies and their constituents. So I'm not quite sure what they are complaining about.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you, say, them people that take the people and for eat that. Velma, what's up? Who else is here? Matthew is here. Who else is here? On YouTube. Remember, so them still have Starlinks that are unused. Who remember? Let me make sure keep that, yes, sir. Because, may I tell you, say, this guy and this government is unbelievable. Sure. Let's go to the Auditor General report. Right? No 41 something that they in the office now use. 41 Starlink now use. Then why they need to buy more? What was the urgency? Wanna see how they lie? Jamaica, wanna see how them lie? Look at this. Look at this report. See it there? Starlink devices unused. Starlink devices unused, ladies and gentlemen. So where was the urgency where Emma talked about here, so? Where was the urgency? Where was the urgency?
There was no breaches of the procurement guidelines, and the documentation that I have released shows that clearly. And secondly, if it is that my timely, effective action as Minister of Telecommunications and co-chair.
What effective? You mean effectively unused Starlinks? You see the rubbish where this money are chat and some little laboratory absorb? Where is the effectiveness? Effectively unused? Mighty God of Daniel. Oh my Jesus. No, sir. No, this government is a total disaster.
That is of no moment, no concern.
So you see, this is a gaslighting in my chat here, so you know. A gaslighting this, you know. This not apply to Daryl Vaz, you know, situation, you know. Because the man him have what 121 unused Starlinks out of the 200. That means that the 700 was sufficient to do what it's supposed to do.
It happens sequentially. So you put one before you can move on to the other. They're not outcome sensitive. So it doesn't matter if there was a hurricane and people had to procure.
You mean say them never did have to procure nothing? Lie. Lie you not tell Andrew, no too lie, man. Straight up no too lie. Stop tell lie, man. One of them day I gotta go fix you know. On the lying lips, you know. How comes on the need to procure something and it's sit down and not use? What is this? Make it make sense, Jamaica. Make it make sense. Tired of them, man. Me tired of them. Tired of them, me tired of them, me tired of them. I'm so tired of these guys. All right, so TikTok. We see Andrew Honest run out. Zine. And I try to defend Daryl Vaz about bureaucracy. Remember when Daryl Vaz said him would I do it the same way? If it meant that, you know, them when I help some people and them did need it. Now, here Andrea, so.
Meaning that things don't happen, meaning that things don't happen in parallel, simultaneously. They happen sequentially. So do one before you can move on to the other. They're not outcome sensitive.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if there was a hurricane and people had to procure communications and other critical things to make sure that we can get to people who are stranded. That is
Andrew Wallace never did have to procure nothing, no to lie. 700 Starlink did there. And according to the Auditor General report, 121 is unused presently. So if you did need to procure them, why them unused, Andrew? One of the things that people are idiot around here, some of them are idiots still, because some of them in laboratory, I don't know. But they do critical thinking. Right? This argument we want to make about bureaucracy, one of us tell me, say, yo, you don't want us thief. And nobody enough to stop on the front thief. That's all you not tell me, you know. Because of nonsense you try to say, you know. Total rubbish. You understand? Filth. Right? A gaslight, you not try gaslight people. If me have 700 Starlink and me need to procure 200 more, why is 121 of the 200 more than 50% unused? You never need them. Simple blurt not mathematics. Hashtag stop blurt not thief. You don't want to follow the procurement rules and the bureaucracy because you can't toe the line. The potential of crookedness and theft is open. So you and Daryl Vaz are so no want to operate based off our own attack. Because him say him would I do it the same way. Because him say him don't break no rules when him broke the rules. The law is very clear. And you can't challenge nobody upon that are facts. Now you want to challenge the bureaucracy and speaking that the bureaucracy is the reason why things are not moving fast. That is like saying, you know what? I cannot be disciplined enough to follow the rules and still maintain a high level of efficiency in my productivity. I am a failure. That's all you're saying. You are a damn failure. Your government is a failure. Talking about, oh, 10 times, I could do things 10 times better. 10 times where? We don't have Jill, we don't pay for $31 million and it costs 4 and 5. Hey, let me tell you something, man. You know, lift up and, hey, listen me, man. Sure. Disgusting, brethren. Disgusting. I come talk about, hey, me say me never come for this, you know, man. Hey, man, I'm upsetting in the brethren. Pure nonsense, the man them talk, you know. Abina. Pure nonsense, the man them talk. And me no want to want to listen to me argument, Jamaica. And tell me if me now make sense. Tell me if I'm not making sense. This man is talking about the need to procure.
They're not outcome sensitive. So it doesn't matter if there was a hurricane and people...
The bureaucracy is outcome sensitive. You know what the bureaucracy outcome wants? For us to operate in a manner where we're not thieving people tax dollars and we're getting value for money. That is the outcome sensitivity that we are looking for. We want the money then for use properly. We want the resources given to us used properly. We want accountability and transparency. We don't want no dark-alleyed government. We don't want no back of the blurt not class government. The side chick government. We don't want the backdoor deal government. We want a rules-based government. Verna, how you doing? And it is clear that you guys have no intention of operating in that manner. Else you would never come out brave enough to come chat this foolishness. Where you're chatting right now. Talking about bureaucracy is not what? Listen to this man.
They happen sequentially. So one before you can move on to the other.
Yes, I saw it work, Andrew. When you go to one store, you have to pay for the goods before you walk out the door with it. So you have to get the receipt. Paperwork. I saw it work. I saw the world work. What kind of world you want for, what kind of government you want to run where it is the opposite of that? Or it's not, it's running sequentially. Right? There's procedures in contracts. What you want to do, violate contract procedures? That's what procurement is about, you know? Procurement is about contract and following the contractual rules so that we can have accountability. So what you want to do? Eh? And nobody, I mean, people like, bro, may I tell you say country mash up, you know? The country fully blurred not mash up. When I tell you say country fully blurred not mash up, when you have a leader who have the audacity, the bravery to come out and say something like this. And in front of sensible people like that. Like say sensible people in there come and break this down. Like how me I break it down. Because me and the brightest blurt not man in the room, you know? But me can smell BS a mile of blurt now. This is filth, a foolish system attack. But and he mentioned specifically the telecommunication. Listen to this.
Things don't happen. Things don't happen in parallel, simultaneously. They happen sequentially. So one before you can move on to the other. They're not outcome sensitive.
Liar tell Andrew. Liar tell. The definition of the rules is for outcome sensitivity. Because we don't want nobody a thief with tax dollars. We're sensitive about that. What you talking? A thief, them a thief. Them a thief. Only thief alone operate these ways and think like this. Oh, you mean they don't want to follow the contractual rules them and the bureaucracy? Eh? When did they suffer stop people from thief? Make it make sense, no man. Eh? What is this? Listen to the man.
So it doesn't matter if there was a hurricane and people had to procure telecommunications and other critical things to make sure that we can get the people who are stranded. That is not a matter for the public.
Yeah. Gaslight now, Andrew. You guys got 700 Starlinks free of cost. And if you indeed needed to procure more, I question it because 121 of them is not being used presently. Them lock up in the office and them down upon the people them inventory. So tell me how that look like thieving. That look like skullduggery and corruption. Huh? Where you said could be lending. Lending based off of his argument, you know. Based off of his argument. It needed to help the victims of Hurricane Melissa. I am asking the question, how can it help the victims of Hurricane Melissa if it lock up in a storage? Right? No, it is there. The Auditor General put it out. The Auditor General put it out there. And I asked me, I have a document right in front of me right here, so. Majority of some of them there now, the officer, the name the commissioner. And he don't depend him inventory. Isn't that considered stolen items? Imagine one politician come on my yard with government property and tell me, say, keep them here. And then the Auditor General come catch me with it. They now lock me up. Tell me, say they now lock me up. Me surely get locked up, Jamaica. Surely get locked up. But Daryl Vaz can do what he does. And come and boast and talk about and gaslight people about, oh, I would do the exact same thing if it meant helping the people. And I go back to this, my people, to show you the highest levels of hypocrisy of this wicked government. Isn't this a man, Mr. Azan, that Andrew Ole said that he would not sit in the parliament because he didn't show any remorse for what he did by not following the bureaucracy. Listen to this.
We don't feel comfortable sitting in parliament with a minister of government who was openly accepting responsibility, who expresses no regret for the act, where a commissioner of parliament has confirmed that the act is corrupt and has referred it for prosecution. You mean
like how the law confirms it where Daryl Vaz do is corrupt? The law confirm it. You mean like that? Okay, good.
And that minister shows no sign of wanting to resign, or the prime minister showing no signs of moving to dismiss the minister.
No, what you have done as a prime minister is come out to defend Daryl Vaz. You see how this work? Want to see how him own words I tear him down right now? You see how this work though? My God. My God.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support.
Yes.
This is embarrassing.
It is.
Not only to the government.
Yes.
As a party, not only the PNP. But to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bow this morning with this sort of reaction to it.
So, Mr. Pernell Charles Sr., why you don't come out and speak about how your heads is bowing in shame that your government, the government that you was a part of at one point, your party, is operating the way it is right now? How come you don't come out and tell us how you're shame, brother? How comes?
So we have to take firm action.
Yes.
In this regard. It is a dark day for Jamaica.
Yes.
Where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence.
You mean like Daryl Vaz? You mean like Caroline? You mean like Daryl Vaz? You know much, if you was to do a poll right now, you know much people down to Labour right lose confidence in Daryl Vaz. You know much people lose confidence in Daryl Vaz. You know much top Labour right is ashamed but not come out and talk. But how Daryl Vaz is operating and how him appear to be operating in such a manner that make it appear to be skullduggery and theft that is happening. Where the school bus then there? Where the bus after bus after bus after bus? January, Ghana, February, no wait there. Where is it, Andrew?
In which the institutions of the society all agree that this person does not enjoy their trust.
You mean like the Auditor General report? You mean like the NIA? You mean those institutions that don't trust Daryl Vaz? And your government, based off our own operate without any integrity or accountability? You mean like those institutions that don't have your trust? Don't. Listen, man. Bro, I could do this all day. You are a walking contradiction, Andrew Honest. You have totally shifted from who you told the people that you were going to be as a leader. You are the same person. Your government is operating the same way. How you chastise the PMP and criticize them of how they are doing things. You are doing worse, Andrew. Not only are you not holding your government officials to account, right? You are defending the criminal behavior of them. And if something is against the law, it's criminal, innit? It goes against the law, innit? But now the bureaucracy needs to change. Because our intention, then Mr. has an intention where you blast right now. Wasn't his intention to help some poor people to get some shop? And you never go through the right process of doing it? And you wanted him to resign and you wanted the party to remove him. And you held a press conference highlighting the issue. Pressuring the people, pressuring the government, telling the people to raise their voice in concert. And now that we are raising our voice in concert, you have a look at dirty Labour right flag and about them are threatening people online that is associated with the party. And don't tell me so they don't associate because they name called in a parliament by Eli Clark. Got them receipts. Phone paid blogger them. I threaten people online. Right? This is a rogue government. Police force in a shambles. Finally, the good police, they decide to them come and them talk out behind the scenes through Wayne Lonesome. Mystic Sensation. More voice notes to come. Wanna stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. This is unbecoming. This is a global Jamaica is a global disgrace at this point. Look at this. Listen to this last part.
The public has lost total confidence.
Yes.
And in which the institutions of the society are all agree
yes.
that this person does not enjoy their trust
yes.
or faith and has breached the confidence that the people have placed in
yes.
I believe that this has the potential, if it continues, to bring down the entire government.
So you believe that Mr. Hassan's situation has the potential to bring down the entire government? So what is Darrell Vaz doing? What is Darrell Vaz doing? What is this?
There was no breaches of the procurement guidelines, and the documentation that I have released shows that clearly. And secondly, if it is that my time...
I don't see that the document there yet, but moving on.
Effective action as Minister of Telecommunications and co-chair of the Cabinet Subcommittee for the Melissa recovery was beneficial by getting help to those affected persons, whether saving a life, getting food to them, whatever it is. I make no apology whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I go further. In circumstances such as these, if I had to do it again, I would do it again in response to the...
No, ladies and gentlemen, according to him, if it means saving lives, then they would do it. Because it's that urgent. And then Andrew Jones further back up this narrative where them a push. Here so.
So it doesn't matter if there was a hurricane and people had to procure telecommunications and other critical things to make sure that we can get to people who are stranded. That is not a matter for the public bureaucracy.
So, Darrell Vaz, his argument is that Darrell Vaz had to procure these things. Had to. Had to. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button. Tell me where you guys are watching from, what country. You don't have to tell me exactly where in the country. What country are you guys watching from? But smash the like button for me. It helps the video to get out into the algorithm. Thank you very much. Now, Andrew, how is it that Darrell Vaz had to procure these documents when 121 of 200 Starlink devices are used several weeks after acquisition? That means I want to buy them, I want to don't use 121 of them. Somebody make this make sense. Where was the urgency? Where was the urgency, Jamaica? Where was the 700 never suffice? The 700 couldn't work. When they have so much put on and not being used. Listen me, man. Listen me, man. Listen me, man. Wanna go tell somebody else that here? Yeah, man. Go tell somebody else that. Moving right along. Now, wanna remember this? You guys remember this? ODPEM falls short in documenting items purchased. Clarendon, big up. Who remember this, Jamaica? South Florida, big up. Right? This was not too long ago, probably days ago, some days ago. ODPEM falls short in documenting items purchased. Now, you remember this?
We're in the relief phase, and one of the very prominent things is to be able to establish a huge logistics software capability, so we can monitor not only what is in our ODPEM stores. I spoke to the fact that we are establishing a significant logistics outfit that will need an entire new apparatus around it. So that's one of the very first things we're going to achieve, and I believe we should be able to achieve that in a matter of coming days, so we can actually look what is coming, look what is going on, look at resupply timelines, also starting to manage when are we.
So, brother, in a matter of days, all right, so I don't know if you talk about biblical days, because you know God, a day for God different from a day for man. So, are you speaking of the reference of biblical days, because this was November 6, 2025. And this has not happened. This not happened yet. Daniel Taylor Wagwan, long time no see. This has not happened, you know. Them keep big press conference and just tell lie to the people them. Zine, no, we're not pretty up no more, brother. This is misleading information. This is disinformation. And who stand up beside of him? The Minister of Information. Mighty God. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up, Jamaica. You simply cannot make this up. Daniel said, Teacher Bolo, grace and peace be multiplied, my brother. I want you to continue to blaze the fire, sir. Watching from Longville Park, Clarendon. Big up Clarendon. Colleen, good evening. How you doing? Come talking about bureaucracy. There's too much bureaucracy. There needs to be more bureaucracy. Right? Follow the rules. Follow the rules that hold government accountable. Right? Follow the rules. Because we all know criminal activity is paved in good intention. A lot of people come in politics having a good intention. Right? And then, hold on there. Let me see something. Because I'm going to make a point a while ago. Hold on. That's why I have to love the computer, you know. Computer, they will think differently. Oh, that Formosa. My God. My God.
With all the sympathy that one can have for support.
Yes.
This is embarrassing.
It is.
Not only to the government.
Yes.
But for the party, not only the PNP. But to the government, to Jamaica, to all of us. Our heads bowed this morning with this sort of reaction.
So, Mr. Pernell Charles Sr., why you don't come out and speak about how your heads is bowing in shame that your government, the government that you was a part of at one point, your party, is operating the way it is right now? How come you don't come out and tell us how you're shame, brother? How comes?
So we have to take firm action.
Yes.
It is a dark day for Jamaica.
Yes.
Where the Prime Minister is unwilling or afraid to act against a minister in which the public has lost total confidence.
You mean like Daryl Voss? You mean like Caroline? You mean like Daryl Voss? You know much, if you was to do a poll right now, you know much people, down to Labour right, lose confidence in Daryl Voss. You know much people lose confidence in Daryl Voss. You know much top Labour right is ashamed but not come out and talk. But how Daryl Voss is operating and how him appear to be operating in such a manner that make it appear to be skullduggery and theft that is happening. Where the school bus then there? Where the bus after bus after bus after bus? January gone and February no wait there. Where is it, Andrew? I guess I'll just have to clip up the clips from the video. That's what I have to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. But this is a damn shame. This is a damn shame. Trust me, this, oh my God. On TikTok, you know. Hey, TikTok, you remember this?
We're in the relief phase, and one of the very prominent things is to be able to establish a huge logistics software capability, so we can monitor not only what is in our on-prem stores. I spoke to the fact that we are establishing a significant logistics outfit that will need an entire new apparatus around it. So that's one of the very first things we're going to achieve, and I believe we should be able to achieve that in a matter of coming days, so we can actually look what is coming, look what is going out, look at resupply timelines, also starting to manage when are we needing to resupply persons we've already supplied. So in the immediate phase, that's one of the things we want to be looking at. We're in the
so Jamaica, more ask one question. Yeah, more ask one question, Jamaica. Now, what the Auditor General put out an article where actually contradict this. It was supposed to happen within days, and that was from November 6th. That was from November 6, 2025, and now it's February 2026. ODPEM falls short in documenting items purchased. Who remember that article that was in the Gleaner? In a compliance audit tabled in the Parliament on Tuesday, the Auditor General said the Disaster Response Agency lacked an effective system for accurately recording, tracking, and periodically reconciling goods and assets acquired. Isn't that the total opposite of what the man just said a while ago, ladies and gentlemen? She indicated that these requirements are essential to ensuring accountability, sound management, oversight, and reliable financing reporting. According to Monroe Ellis, the issue persists despite the recommendations from the Auditor General Department in a report published in July 2024. So this is a long-time issue, which they still haven't fixed, which highlighted the weakness and implications associated with deficiencies in inventory management. However, Ms. Monroe said this practice differs from previous information provided to her department, which indicated that Sage 300 software was used for inventory management. Mighty God. Nonetheless, we found no evidence that the inventory records have been updated accordingly, she added. Even though the ODPEM had stated that the inventory system would be updated by January 9, 2026, up to the time of this report, the Auditor General indicated that the process remains incomplete and no timeline for full implementation has been provided. Failure! Mighty God. Mighty God. Big up that person here. On Twitter. If you know the Twitter, follow that person here. Zine? No look a joke. May I tell you, that was a proper highlight. Proper highlight. 4 out of 5 systems and practices related to management of the National Disaster Fund reviewed by Auditor General as of December 2025 is a failing grade. Then hold on there. Hold on. Me have got to put this in a draft. Yeah, man, I've got to put this in a draft. Save to draft. Then, I have a save to draft. Jamaica, Bolo again. They might make me work overtime. Isn't Andrew Honest the one that said that there was gaps in the ODPEM, and that's why I put it into his office to ensure more efficiency? Then what is it that I'm looking at right now that I will be putting on the screen? I'm going to read to you. 4 out of 5 systems and practices related to the management of the National Disaster Fund reviewed by the Auditor General as of December 2025 received a failing grade. Did not meet the assessment criteria. For others, it was noted that the criteria was only partially met and improvements was needed. Right? And in this document right here, it outlines the committee was not operational as the tenure of the committee expired September 2023. Further, the previous committee only met twice during the tenure. Now, guys, if these are the cases, right, and Andrew want to say him saw gaps, why aren't those gaps filled? The financial secretary authorized a $350 million withdrawal without the required consultation, given that the National Disaster Fund Committee was not operational. Right? As of December 17, 2025, ODPEM did not publish its procurement activities as required. Subsequent verification of the JEP platform on January 21, 2026 revealed that only 6 of 10 sampled contracts were published. We noted that the goods valued $59.6 million and Starlink devices valuing $12.12 million were not included in the ODPEM's inventory records. People honestly say this type of environment and management of these systems that the Jamaica Labour Party has been managing. It opens up room for theft. It opens up room for high levels of corruption, and nobody cannot argue that. No, we have Andrew Jones coming on big old platforms talking for the world to hear that the bureaucracy, ladies and gentlemen, it's really the blockage in their way of doing more for the people, the bureaucracy that is there to actually hold things in line and accountable and transparency. How can they say that they're an accountable government and a transparent government when they want to not be to break down this bureaucracy that protects that? It don't make any sense, Jamaica. It don't make any sense. You understand? Doesn't make any sense. These guys are unbelievable, man. They make me have to work. Yo, they want to piss me off, you know? They make me have to work overtime, brother. I swear. So you see document for yourself, Jamaica. That's why I say big up that person, because them really put out some serious arguments right here, so. Right? Serious arguments. Who remember this? Who remember this?
That's down the chain. I've been fighting before 2011. When we had the last down the chain.
Yes.
That Portmore should not go to Spanish Town.
Yes.
And today I'm happy to say that we have the boundary that we want.
Away, I say.
For real. Lakes Bend.
Yes.
Lime Tree Road.
Yes.
Range Lane on that side will no longer be in Bolo V&R.
Wow.
So the whole of the people,
God. Go buffle up his speaker, you know. Speaker get blown. Speaker get blown, Jamaica. Speaker can't take your loudness of that one and chip you out. Need one speaker we can manage, you know. The speaker here drop couple times. So it I get all I know. Hold on, let me turn off this and turn on that speaker here. Alright. You remember when they were caught in the act of gerrymandering, ladies and gentlemen, and act as if it wasn't that was their intention? Well, we call BS because see it there now. Wanna see the chest move? Look at this. How this? Warmington appointed the ECJ commissioner. Look out for more battles here, Jamaica. Cause them people are trying to run one dictatorship country, you know. Remember Warmington say Mark Golding will never be the Prime Minister of Jamaica over in dead body, you know. So that tell you how far we go. Yeah, man, we not take them things lightly, man. We not take them things lightly. Make we hear him again.
I've been fighting before 2011.
2011.
When we had the last boundary change.
Yes.
That Portmore should not go to Spanish Town.
Right.
And today I'm happy to say that we have the boundary that we wanted all along.
Yes.
For real. Lakes Bend.
Yes.
Lime Tree Road.
Yes.
Range Lane on that side will no longer be in Bolo V&R.
Oh.
So the whole of them people on the left, then the other them is doing it. They won't be able to Portmore, 12 in Portmore. We want 2, they want 10. Yet they want the same Catholic parish council by 1 seat. 1 seat if they get 10 from Portmore. Now, if them let them PMP 10. Leave us alone over here. And it means that under no circumstances PMP can ever win the St. Catherine Parish Council again.
So, on the say, they want make garrison, they want make political garrisons and political empire using the law and manipulating the law. Out of him word and out of him mouth. And I don't know what they said. And you see where he said it? He said it in the constituency where them intend to do it. To keep Terry Long there. You understand? And the people them are living at these places. Them take bribe. Them take money. One brother did come out one time on TikTok. I have that video there on my page. When him say him go to Terry Long and him not deal with politics now and him go to him for some help, you know. And the man I say, oh brother. The man say Terry Long say, oh brother, you have to vote for me, you know. Else me not lend no money, you know. Me not help you. And the man saying take sleep mark death. You hear what I said? Not my word. Me can't find the video because I did post it on my my YouTube. So nobody can say me I tell lie upon them. I may spread propaganda. The video is there. The video is there. I definitely put out a video with that man. Zine, you know the brother, you know the brother where they do an advertisement for Andre show about the food in kitchen. And Andre they play upon him something they want big brother. And him saying when a security or something. Yeah man, the man did have a lengthy story about Terry Long on his TikTok page, man. Never tell a lie. You hear what I said? The man going to Terry Long office and talk to him. And the man make him know, say, brother, where you live? You want to know where you live and him saying can know if you vote for JLP. Me want to know how the politicians know if one single person vote for them. How them know that? Where is the privacy in the country? But member say Antonio Wagwan, member say such man they say no secret in Jamaica. Remember when Darrell Vaz said that? Then Jamaica, we're not supposed to live in a fear under one government like this. Aren't we supposed to be afraid? We're not supposed to feel free in our country like this, where they tell us these things openly. Openly. Right? Where the labor right them, once them know say, y'all want PMP or you not support the labor right them. They don't treat you like a Jamaican. Them have a gang mentality. You understand? Them have a garrison gang mentality. They don't have a progressive mentality where you can have your own opinions and me can have mine and we go our separate ways. That's why people in my community, some of them, I'm in a business, if them are listening, I don't talk to them about politics. You understand? Because them too ignorant and stupid. And them cannot be truthful. The labor right them, they cannot be truthful. Then we see the whole country at this try and I talk about the best prime minister ever. Me can't stand them think they get my whole soul and spirit cross, brother. I can't sit down and talk to somebody like you. When 24 baby dead in a 25 days in a Jubilee hospital, and you now call for the resignation of Christopher Tufton, equally how the JLP called for the resignation of Mr. Ferguson while he was the Minister of Health. Christopher Tufton has done worse. Christopher Tufton has overlapped Mr. Ferguson in any deficiency as a Minister of Health 1,000 times. I mean, not exaggerate. The man is horrible. And I'm just waiting on God to intervene on our behalf. That's all I am doing. Patiently waiting on God to intervene on our behalf. It's an untenable situation, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Terrible, man. Now, United Island Gas run out, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, United Island Gas run out, man. Me want to hear for phone yourself. Me want to hear for phone yourself for United Island Gas I go on with. Oh, before me got United Island Gas, who remember this? Hold on, let me play it first.
Failed in one or two subjects in his A-level. He came to look for me and I saw him looking slim and worrying himself, so I told him, don't worry, you're just getting mad 8 days, so don't worry, let's fight back again, you know, and do it over. But the first one...
So we know, so when Andrew lose weight, I worry him, I worry. Hey, you know watch him here? Anytime Andrew lose weight, him a one of them, when him a lose weight, stress cause him to lose weight. Keep an eye on him here, ladies and gentlemen. Watch your weight level, because the weight level equal to his stress level sometime. Moving on.
From that, he was very entrepreneurial. You know, I was in the big business, and he was helping me here along with his other siblings. And so that we were really making much money. And he said to me one day, Daddy, you have an empty storeroom there. Could you let us make some bad use and you go and sell it? I said, no matter with that, we'll fight that. And another incident, when he was about to graduate, he came to me and said, could you sponsor me, to buy 2 taxis because I've checked out and from my home to Spanish Town Center, I could work get some money. I said to him again, forget that, go ahead and do your levels and then you can come back out and work. And of course, this taxi business, which he tried to level the people, talking about 2 taxis. So he graduated, and when I went to look for him, I said, what you doing? He said, I'm in the taxi business. I said, how is it? I said, I have 30 taxis on the road and somebody will have to come up.
Andrew Wallace has not addressed this yet. And me I send out back the call. Andrew Wallace need to come and address what his father said. And I think the Integrity Commission need to investigate that. If they aren't already. People send relief for them people, and the man they have the relief, them a walk a wall up to backside. Eh? You know see I suffer, they want the people and suffer and dead off. You know see what go on? It come like you don't see what go on. That are the impression of me getting. Right? I mean now when I made that wrong and talking, that is the impression me get based off of the actions. Because per one end them I tell people say, yeah man, you know say we go make it thing easy and take off this and take off that so we can send the relief because we know say the people need the help and you know say government under pressure and then bloop, one U-turn. One U-turn Jamaica. Can you believe it, man? Mighty God. No, sir, but anyway, let me just quickly share this because I have to go. Let me quickly share the United Island Gas situation. Alright? First and foremost, I'm not play one day. I want to listen to this, Jamaica. Listen to this.
United are getting ready to acquire club core samples from the seabed to directly test for oil. But there is a lot of evidence already for oil offshore Jamaica.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. We know from both onshore and offshore that there's a lot of evidence currently. There's a lot out there already. There's 11 wells that have been drilled to date. I think the last.
Hold on, where you say I want to go, my boss? The man said there has been. The man said there has been 11 wells that have been built already. You see that on the screen, Jamaica? There has been 11 wells that have been drilled already. So, who drilling? And how comes we don't hear about no drilling? So could it be when I drill them well, yeah? How far then drill the well? How far down then go? And could it be that is the reason why when I feel the bag of earthquake them? Star Girl, what's going on? Star Girl says she sent our shipment 2 months, right? And she can't get her things them. Abina. Boy, me I tell her, hey. Boy, hey, me I tell you, say them a man ain't easy. So now see this Jamaica. 11 wells was drilled already, you know.
Wells that have been drilled to date.
11 wells drilled to date. Right? Now let's go to Google and look up what are oil wells. What are oil wells? Zane, what are oil wells? Oil wells are deep engineered holes drilled into the earth's surface or sieved to extract liquid petroleum, crude oil, and often natural gas from underground reservoirs. They function by piercing hydrocarbon-bearing rock formations, allowing oil to flow or be pumped to the surface for collection, transportation, and refining. Ladies and gentlemen, did I not just hear this man say them have 11 oil wells already? Want to listen to this, not my word.
11 wells that have been drilled to date. I think the last of those was drilled in 1982, so a while ago now.
All onshore, or is there
1982?
There's 2 that have been drilled offshore, 9 have been drilled.
So from 1982, the man them have wells in Jamaica? 1982? So the evidence of oil and crude oil. No wonder the man must spend so much money, brother. But according to Darrell Vaz, in one of them videos, there's no drilling going on. I when them well did, I would dig them well, yeah?
Onshore, and of them all of them have had some evidence for the presence of migrated hydrocarbons in them as well.
So the man them must say all of them 11 well there show positive signs of crude oil there. Zane, that the man say, you know, me just tell you what the man say. Right?
That's a positive. Beyond that, there's a lot of seeps either in core or directly from the surface. So in 3 locations onshore, there's already been oil typed, found at the side of the road at certain locations.
Side of the road? Side of the road, and that him say? The side found at the side of the road, or the back side, hold on there.
Typed, found at the side of the road at certain locations. Sure, there's already been oil typed, found at the side of the road at certain locations. And that has been tested and found to be of thermogenic origin. So they're seeps.
So it's promising, ladies and gentlemen. It's promising. Listen to this.
Which means that it's more than likely. I think the signature is suggestive. of a thermogenic origin, which means that it's more than likely coming from a seep on the seabed that's venting up. So diesel would have a different seismic force, different geochemical signature to what's seen on that squiggly graph that you mentioned earlier.
There's really just an awful lot of evidence then. So we've got a proven system onshore. We've got an awful lot of direct evidence offshore with the satellite information tied with the seismic interpretation plus rock chromatography. So, you know, everything's pointing in the right direction. That we do have a active petroleum system in the offshore as well as the onshore.
Yes, what we're hoping to do with the piston coring is we've got a lot of that circumstantial evidence in the basin areas with satellite imagery, seismic anomalies that we see as well. what we're going to try and do with piston coring is ground truth those circumstantial evidence with a bona fide sample from the seabed, which holds thermally derived hydrocarbons in it. But I think the signature...
No, ladies and gentlemen, something just come to me a while ago. I'm going to leave this with you before I go. United Oil and Gas, where are they origin? Where them based? Now, England. Let us look that up. Where is United Oil and Gas located? Dublin, Ireland, London, UK, Rome, Italy. All right. Recently in the newspaper, I could have sworn that I saw some type of, what you call it now, agreement with the UK Prime Minister and China. Let us look that up. Let us take a look at that. Because I know the Chinese, they're savvy when it comes to business, you know. Them not play, you know. Them get ahead of things. Very, very savvy indeed. So let me do a little bit of probing before I go, guys. If it's not this website, Hour Today, I think I saw it, where the Chinese and the UK have a certain agreement, you know. UK PM under pressure, that's a different something. The one where him and the Chinese leadership are shake their hand over some type of agreement, bilateral agreement to do with some type of trade or something like that, I believe. Let me just give me a second, my people. Alright. This is worth it. This is worth it. Patience is a virtue. You understand? Patience is a virtue. I haven't read this article yet, you know, with the French builder, you know, and the contract when they get out here. I haven't really perused that yet. So much is going on. I need to take a look at that article. I guess it's in Hour Today. That website, Hour Today, that I saw the Chinese and the UK, because you know, say UK not really into Trump, right? Them have a look, them have some issues, and Trump goes up and drop some tariff on them and thing, and so it would make sense for the UK to look alternative partners to make sure say them, you know, them not in a bad position because them not deal with Trump, because them they're so far away, and them neighbors China they closer to them, innit? So I not say I far against nothing. I just tell you say you have to look into these bilateral movements and how they might affect Jamaica because of Jamaica's position with China. You understand what I say? Yeah, because who knows? Maybe China try to get themselves involved in a potential future of this oil situation. If I was them, I would. You know what I mean? If I was China, I would try to get myself involved some way to benefit from this oil where potentially come out of Jamaica. Oh, so it's definitely Hour Today. We'll look for Hour Today if you find the article. If we not find it, so. But we just have to move on if we not find it and call it an evening. But I want to really, what is this? Dr. Tufton must now bring in Audrey Hilton Cliff MMMs to restore confidence in Jamaica hospital cleanliness. Okay, this is interesting. Let me share that. Why must bring in them the people? Who are they? What is their reputation? Did they work there before? You know, all of that. All him. Some of them look upon them in a man. They're not ready, you know. You notice I'm going to pay a favor Williams no mind, and listen, the economy is a disaster. Like, sure. You even pay no mind here, man, because a joke thing, brother. I'm gonna say we are bully them, so that's why sometimes I even like talk about all see them come about cyber crimes, hack and bullying and one bag of nonsense. Tell people all the while, come off of the internet, brother. If you don't have tough skin, come off of the internet. Period. Don't be a public figure if you don't have tough skin. Go hide. Don't have a social media page. If your nose look crooked, people are going to laugh off of you. Like, there's going to be everything. I think people now say things about me, right? But me not pay them no mind. Me even know if them are son because I not watch them. You have to have tough skin. You have to have tunnel vision on the internet. You know what I mean? You can't, the internet is not a place where you can what you call it now, put certain sanctions without infringe on people right and freedom of expression. It's not going to work. Not gonna work. It's gonna be oppressive. And anytime they start oppressing people, when I see people rise up the right way pound like what they're doing in one country, must say NEPA. But them a lock down social media page. The people say, hello, I want to think on that though. You better calm blur not down. And then they get mad on the people and the people just get madder. Because people are more than them. And people lose their life. Government officials lose their life. You understand what I say? So be careful. For everybody, for peace reign. Be careful. You know, stop press the people, brother. You understand? Because when I press the wrong button one of them there. And the same people we love and cherish, you know, I get beat against no blows and skirts. So they can't stay there. Think a joke? And that is just common sense. Do not poke the bear. Alright? Where did I see this article, man? Sure, so far. This is a compromise. No, I'm not eat this. Authority Defense Jamaica target SVL visit. No, I'm not eat this. We think I did it on different. No, I don't eat that. But this Jamaica sense. No, oh my God, where is the article? No, man. I so long ago missed the article, eh? Oh, got him. Got him. What that say? China and Britain agreed to develop long-term, consistent, comprehensive strategy partnership in ex-Starmer meeting. Remember good? Hello? Oh, let me take off this because I can't see it. See the people? Booping at them head. Me tell you something, see the article? How long ago was this? January 31st. Want to see how my brain work? 1 week ago, I see the article. I don't even read it. I glimpse it. But I remember that some type of partnership is going to happen with the UK. So, could China get through the door with this partnership here, sir? Could China get through the door if United Island Gas, right, get through with this island of Jamaica? Could you, what do you think Trump are going to feel about that? Only things that Trump only things that Trump now made that. You see, you type the other half of a message on the other page. I be in a yard going good. You're there everywhere. People, if you're not yet subscribed to the platform, subscribe now. Alright, follow the page. You know what I mean? All of my information is there, my number, everything is in the bio. Everything. Right? My WhatsApp, link to my WhatsApp page. Sign in the Samoa, not the Samoa, what the Samoa? Sign in the reset. Sign in the MAGNITSKY Act. Very important, so that we can fight corruption and human rights violation committed by this government or any government entity or any government official, including our leader, Andrew Wellens at the moment. Yes, the MAGNITSKY Act, we need 10,000 signatures. We are at 4,000 plus, almost 5,000. Let's get going and pushing, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, guys. I want to invite you to go to my page and check out these new videos that I have posted on my page. View the channel. We have some new videos, right? Pastor Peter Chambers. This, wow. This is a short video of evidence. This is a comprehensive video. I did not spell comprehensive good right here, Lord of mercy. Nobody couldn't tell me. Just see it. A type of error still. It's not normal. It's not a normal thing. This more here in the comments book on this right here, so. That particular video right. Yeah, man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mighty God. When I whole heap of video figure watch, ladies and gentlemen. Whole heap of video figure watch. When me know so we don't see it. So I want to hear from you, alright? In the comment section. If you haven't liked the video before you leave. God bless you. And I'm out. Peace.